live on here, but there is a little bit of a delay. So maybe this isn't the best strategy. But anyway, what is going on, guys? If you're here, sound off. I see that we've already got Andrew Scott, Kitty 15, Mark Curtis. What's going on, guys? There it is. So if you missed me saying, oh, let me drop a like on this real quick. Hey, guys, if you're already here, hit that like button. I already hit it. That's what she said. Anyway, if you missed me saying hello to everybody, Andrew, Kitty 15, Mark Curtis, Grant, what's going on, guys? Let's see, we got Rocco up in the house. Good evening, TR family. Hope y'all are doing well. We are. I think you were here for the member stream, but if you weren't, we are currently in the middle of our instructor course. We've got Adam Hall, DeWalt, Crayons. How is it going? Casey Loftus, Austin. Hello, hello. Andy Alphabet, or Alphabet Andy. What's going on? Oh, shit.
All right.
Jay showed up.
Here we go.
He was here the whole time. He was just deciding if he wanted to hang out with you guys or not.
I was going to help Joey out with any really easy questions. Hopefully you have some.
Casey says, happy hump day. Dude?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm feeling it. Willie Everett. Scott Wexler. Yeah, so for the guys who weren't here for the member stream, we are in the middle of our instructor course. I don't think anybody's getting a certificate.
Not at this rate. I was just listening to them in there, and it doesn't sound good.
Not at all.
It's pretty bad. I think I'm actually dumber now since I've been sitting in. That's not true. It's not even possible that I would be even dumber. Once you hit the bottom, up is the only direction.
That's right. Willie Everett. I think I already said hi to Scott. What's up? The other Joey, the better Joey's in here.
The poor bastards, Mark Curtis.
Yeah. Let's see. Happy to have gotten a little range time today with the new can.
Whoa, which can is that? Wait,
yeah.
Who are we talking to?
Yeah, that was Scott.
Oh.
Scott saying, yeah, which can? Shit. What did... Speaking of the instructor course, Bruce is here.
Yes.
And he did a really cool presentation over picking the silencer, the right silencer for your gun. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Not enough for him to get a certificate, but it was pretty good.
I missed that one. I got a dead air can from him.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, it's pretty cool. I mean,
Yeah.
it's short and all that stuff, but I might be asking a lot from it being a pistol and all, but but lots of muzzle flash, which
Yep.
I wasn't prepared to see. You know, kind of like in the movies, just like pew pew pew. You know,
Yeah.
like Jack Ryan like rolls in, Hondo roll, busts up, gets the chick. You know, like every time.
Yep.
And then, but I was like, wait a minute. But hey, man, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What new... So they're talking about the new can you got. Is the instructor course all public speaking? It is pretty much all public speaking. You are building presentations for the people in the class, and then you guys have heard this before, but it all culminates into a presentation on Friday with just some randos, whoever we can talk into showing up to the shop.
Yep. That's true.
You know? So they're working on that right now.
The thing that kind of caught me off guard, which I think probably caught a lot of dudes off guard, was that you might present material that you're not familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
And like dudes thought it was going to be like, well, I'm going to present like, tactical shit or like shooting guns, blah, blah, blah. And then they just throw something at you like, so like here's a room full of people that know about a material, the material that you're going to present to them. and you don't, and you're gonna have to present it to them, and it kind of like took everybody off guard, like so, like we don't like there's stuff we love to talk about, and then like there's stuff we don't like to talk about, we don't know enough about, and so if there's not, you need to go find that out, and which I'm sure you covered, and anyway, present it to the extent that you're comfortable like asking answering questions that they ask.
Yeah, I think the one thing, not the one thing, our instructor course is great. But the thing I think that we do best compared to other instructor courses is getting you to that level, like being, or at least helping you understand that you don't have to be the subject matter expert in everything, but if you're going to teach a course, you have to be your subject matter expert in that course.
Yeah.
Like whatever you're going to talk about, you need to be ready to answer up the follow-up questions and so on and so forth.
Yeah. I got thrown when I was way back in the 90s. I got thrown into like climbing to teach, and I had never done that. And so they were like, "Well, you're gonna climb. You're gonna go up the side of this building. You're gonna ascend and rappel." Like rappelling was like the biggest high speed thing there was at the time. And then they came up with the fast roping thing, and but there was the ascending part, like, and so like no, like up until that point, I never said like, well, we never go up there. They're just always up there,
right?
And like, well, how do we get up there? And I was like, well, you got to ascend, And so it was like and it's like this is a grappling hook, and you got to take it and throw it into that thing up there, and they're like, here, this is your job, and I'm like, oh shit. I was like, wait, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, throw it in there. And so like you had to throw it into this window, and like there's like 22 dudes like standing there looking at you, and it's got to be a one-time, one-shot deal. And when in reality it's a two-time, two-shot deal. Like if you've ever thrown one, you know what was up. But anyway, like that just kind of like thrown on the spot, I was like, are you kidding me, bro? And then fast forward, like you rolled out of a Zodiac and you swam up underneath a gas oil platform, and say, okay, now we're gonna take this grappling hook and put it on this pole, and we're gonna stick it up to this thing, and like hook it on this deal, and like like the heavy guy is gonna hold on to it because the water's doing this thing.
Yeah.
And then like dudes are gonna like go up the thing, and you're like, wait, I got to teach that? And like who? Like wait, who? Like when was this? Did we discuss this? And like, yeah, we talked about this, but you weren't here. I was like, of course I wasn't.
Yeah. We had a very extensive discussion while you weren't here.
Yeah, 100% of the time. And it's like, look, we climb up there, we take a nap, the helicopters come, and they pick us up. Uh-oh, here they come.
So you mentioned I've never thrown a grappling hook for real. So it's a two-time deal. Is that because the first time breaks the glass? No.
No.
Or it's because you gotta.
There wasn't any glass. It just took me 2 attempts.
Oh, okay.
To get it in. It was one of those mount facility things, like with the cinder block things and the stuff. And so I threw it, and it was like, and it always made me think about like there was this old movie, like I think it was in the '80s, Top Secret. And so it's like one of those commando movies where they run in there, and probably one of those movies you haven't seen.
Definitely,
we have to fix that. And so anyway, it's like the command, like they're coming in like and that guy like takes the thing and he throws it up, and they're like. And like everyone's like, rah! And they all, because the thing comes out, it's like blang, because of course he missed it, right? And so it took me 2 tries to get it in there, and but after that, like the thing that like a couple of things like attached to the grappling hook that terrified me was we did this thing with these windows, and we cut the hooks are called tines, and so there's 3 tines on a grappling hook. So you cut one of them off, And so they would take these extendable painter's poles, and they would hook a tine on a window, and hook it on the guy, and the guy would like crawl up to the thing and like hook it, and there's another guy going doing the same thing. And so they have these caving ladders that they're rolling out, and like other dudes are like following them. And so like you were the third point of contact, like you replaced the third time on that. So like you had to like lean out. And so like once we did that a couple of times, and then somewhere in there they were like, we're not really sure if this is going to work, but you know, good job. And I was like, wait, you're not sure this is going to work? I was like, well, yeah, we wasn't sure. Like if one of you guys died, we were going to stop doing it. And and I was like, so, but you know, nobody died. So to my knowledge, they're still doing it. I don't know. And we used to do that on the Carnation building down in San Diego. I don't even know if that building is still, even still
Being a building.
even a building,
yeah.
or carnating.
Damn. When you said Top Secret, it makes me think of like a parody movie. Like who's the actor that does like who was in Airplane and then the like those police movies? It was a parody of all that stuff. Oh, it is. So Top Secret is that?
Exactly.
Oh,
That's
dude,
exactly
yeah,
right.
I do need to watch that.
Exactly right. Love those. Love them.
What was that? What are the cop movies called? Because there's Airplane. I remember.
Police Squad.
Well, Police Squad was the show. Naked Gun is the movie.
Naked Gun.
Dude, Police Squad. Police Squad was a series on TV for a while. So good. So good. Look at this. He wouldn't be like normally he'd be telling us, but he's standing here.
Yeah. Well, look, scoot on in this way, Jay.
Come on, there's chairs.
Yep. And then grab that chair, whoever wants to jump on the stream. You'll just have to share a mic with Jay.
It's okay. Once you get in here.
Two dudes, one mic. Look at that little screen there. Make sure you're in frame.
Yeah.
Which one am I? I'm the
You're
tall guy.
the
sexy,
handsome
You're
one.
the sexy one.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
trying to
Figure it out. Sorry, guys.
I'm the cheese and the hamburger.
All right. So no, there might not be enough room for
maybe if you got
four.
behind the two of them.
Yeah.
Behind the two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, bring it on in. Act like you've been here before.
Just lay across
Do it.
our laps.
Oh my God. This is unsanctioned, uncalled for.
Like a centerfold. Who knew?
So let's see. Joey Sankhouse. I'm sure that shows more people what they fear more than the fight does. So talking about public speaking, absolutely.
Yeah. Yep. I agreed.
Dude, listen. It's not just because they're in frame right now, but everyone in this class is crushing the public speaking. I halfway think they cheated. Like they went out.
Cheat, always win.
That's right. They went out and did some public speaking before the course. But anyways, just so you guys know, you know him, you love him. Right over here, we got the one and only Dylan Mansell. Boom.
Show them what they want, Johnny.
Yeah. And then we have Kevin O'Shaughnessy, right?
Yo, what's up?
They are both multi alumni hanging out in the instructor class this week. Leslie Nelson, yep. Dylan beat you to it, man.
It's Nielsen.
Nielsen.
Leslie,
Sorry.
Dude, I love that show. Love it.
So good.
Dude,
The
if
fake
you get
freeze frame.
no, if excuse me,
Hey.
if you get a chance,
Let's swap.
go. If you get a chance, go into
They hear me all the time.
go into the YouTubes and type in
Front row seat.
Police Squad shootouts. Like it's a compilation of all the shootouts in there. It is hilarious, man. You will be so happy, man.
Damn, we got Chester up in here.
Shut
Chet
up.
Vols
Good
right
evening,
there.
sir. Good evening, sir.
Guys, if you're already here, hit the like button. Kyle, you're over there in the wings. Hit the like button. You guys pull out your phones. Hit the like button right now.
Do what I do. Do what I do and try to go cyclic on the like button.
Yeah.
Try to just get it as hard as you can.
OJ was in the Naked Gun. That's true.
Hey, Garrett.
When OJ was funny. But
Oh, that's pitiful, bro.
what?
You see how slow they're going?
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah.
you got to get that up to like 600 RPM.
Oh, I don't even know what that means.
Damn, let's see what happens.
Yeah, OJ
can't
was in the
handle it.
Naked Gun.
Yeah, the "Don't Call Me Shirley." That's a classic bit. All right, so day 3 of instructor course. I've already asked Kyle this. He was
Give
here
it
for
up.
the members live stream.
Give it
So
up.
biggest takeaways. We'll start with you since you're closer to me.
Ooh, biggest takeaway. Let's see. Probably outlining the curriculum because I have so many thoughts, and then a lot of times if I do have the chance to public speak or share my thoughts, it's just sharing my thoughts. But it's like, how can I make this efficient and smooth, and not trip over my thoughts because it gets kind of wild up there sometimes.
Okay, so we got the curriculum outlining. Go ahead, Dylan. Lean into the mic when you talk. Don't
Yeah,
be
yeah,
weird.
yeah. Honestly, one of the things for me is seeing a little bit behind the curtain with tactical response, a little bit of the why behind y'all's teaching methods and things like that. That's been really big for me because some of the stuff I kind of had thought about on my own, but kind of some of that was confirmed. Other things I was like, oh wow, it's neat to learn why y'all teach things the way you do.
Yeah. Mainly, I just do what Jay tells me to do.
Yeah, that's
I'm not a good example in as much as a stark warning. So don't do that.
Oh yeah, thanks Heather.
Oh, I'd also say getting critiqued from people that I know have been through similar things that I have that I know are also like good and better than me, rather than like, hey mom, what do you think of this? And it's like, you know what? It's like I might get good feedback, but it's like learning from the people that are doing the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause my mom says I'm the best instructor.
Dude, my mom used to say I was tier 1.
No, yeah. And if there's anything that you guys know about me, it's how critical I am of my students. I'm always ready with a harsh word and mean hand gestures. So
It keeps us humble.
There have
the
been
thing.
tears shed.
We've had to come back in the studio on breaks, kind of.
Good recovery. I like it.
but yeah, Heather's a bigger fan of Ghost than I am. Yeah.
Of what?
I mean, it's
That band shirt.
It's-
he's wearing.
it's a good chick
got
band.
It.
Yeah.
like this would be a good band to like go to a show to
What do they,
meet a nice goth girl or
How
something.
did, oh, God. Okay.
Well,
got
no,
it.
okay.
Got
The best description I ever heard of Ghost was they're like Black Sabbath plus ABBA.
it. Wow.
That's
I'm
a
not
description.
even sure how do you. How do
yeah.
you.
What's the best gun for home defense in California? The one you have.
The one that's next to you. Yeah,
This one.
yeah, brother. Whatever you got. I'm not trying to be short or terse or whatever, but like whatever you got, brother, because y'all got some weird stuff going on.
Yep. That's why Lewis at SHOT Show was so excited for like a lot of those lever guns because he's like, yeah, you can you have a 5.56 lever gun that's 50 state legal. Like, you're out there in California, that might be your best bet.
Yeah, bro. Get some ammo. Do it.
Lever gun and like 357.
Right.
For
Dude, that's what
capacity.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm thinking like lever gun and 357 with like a 357 on your hip with like a like a red dot maybe like.
And a red dot on the.
Man,
the-
I mean that's kind of weird. All you red dot pistol guys, you guys are.
I think they're weird on revolvers because you take something like a
You guys are
686
weird-
that's
like,
this
you-
tall
you-
over your hand
you
and
red
then
dot pistol guys are weird, weird people. But with a long gun, like or a short gun, medium gun, I don't know what you call it.
just a mare's leg,
Right.
Get the rifleman loop on it,
Mm-hmm. Well, if you
what?
want to.
Mare's leg.
Yeah.
A what?
Cut stock.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Black Sabbath,
ABBA.
ABBA, and a healthy dose of weird mix in there. Yeah.
Talking about that Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty out there.
I only like a couple of ABBA songs, but
Well,
all
that's
all of the Black Sabbath.
yeah, that's ABBA though. It's like they got a couple of just songs that just slap, and then the rest you're kind of like, I can live without it.
I don't know ABBA's songs, So, sorry.
Joey doesn't know something.
Yeah. Surprise.
Tonight on the Tactical Response News,
Dude,
Joey,
so-
unaware.
What's ABBA's hit? Like, maybe I do know it.
Dancing Queen.
Yeah, Dancing
Oh,
Queen.
okay. I do know that song. That's on repeat.
Mamma Mia.
I don't know that one. I just know Dancing Queen.
I don't want to get you demonetized. I'm a big fan of Gimme, Gimme, Gimme. A Man After Midnight. Not that I need a man after midnight.
yeah.
Maybe I'm the man after midnight.
Maybe you are.
Possible. No, we're gonna do a thing with Joey. So we're gonna make him like watch movies, and we're gonna like review the movie with him while he's watching the movie.
Do it like Clockwork Orange style.
Yeah.
No, so like you know what do you guys want? You pause it every couple of seconds and say, all right, this guy has a gun and he does a thing with a gun. You know what I mean? Or we were gonna do. It was interesting because we were like yesterday. We were just talking about because Joey has a list of movies he hasn't seen, and Apocalypse Now is on that. And today, 1979, is the day they came out with Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
And so I was 12 years old. My dad took me to see that. I hated it, detested it. And now I love it. It is like the, and not just for the shoot 'em up stuff like you might imagine, but there's so much going on in there like you don't even know. Like when they're like, they got Kurtz or Willard in there, and they're about to send him on the mission, and they're talking to him like all the target glances, pre-assault cues, all that stuff. Are all you guys that are trying to science this thing to death, like you really need to watch that again. Watch that whole thing, and that might be a whole other episode.
Yeah. No, so Tattooed Fucker said Mystery Science Theater 3000 style.
Kabam.
Yeah.
See, he mentioned that.
Yeah, that's literally what we were talking about last night. Jay was like, I went over my list that I had for the movies, and Jay was like, Apocalypse Now, add it to it, like now. And literally, like this morning was like, hey, it's a sign that we have to watch this. Akira and the Road Warrior. I have seen Akira now, but I haven't seen the Road Warrior.
Which Road Warrior?
Yeah,
Which the original?
that's the one where they're like, Warriors, come out and play.
No, that's not it. No. So like in the original one, like so this is like in the 80s again. Like they didn't have CGI and all that other stuff. So like all the stuntmen had to agree on what speed do you want to drive at in case I jump off this car to try to grab onto this truck. And if it fails on take number 14, because you know it's never take number 1. So if I fall on take 14 and I hit the ground, like how fast do we want to be going so you don't run over me? And everybody agreed at 15 miles an hour. And so they engineered it to a point, and it's a one take deal. Like they engineered it where, like, you gotta understand, like, hey, are you down for that, or like, you know, because if you run over me, bro, like, I'm gonna be okay with that, like, because we agreed on it, and like, I was like, do you understand the amount of nuts that it took to fucking go on that shit, and so here it comes, like, take number oh shit, the aliens are.
Had the
Had a white light in
The light ND. I thought the aliens were here, but like take 12, like dude jumps off a car to try to jump onto a truck and not fall off.
Yeah.
So anyway, they made movies different back in the day, and in foreign countries, so they can get away with a lot of shit.
And in foreign countries.
So Kitty 15 says they've owned the same carry gun since 2007, and asked is there a point you consider a firearm nostalgic and retire it to the safe and range days only? It's a Springfield XD45 service. And then a follow-up to that, Grant Tilley said if it's a Springfield XD, retire it and get something that isn't prone to failure and isn't made by a company that supports anti-gun legislation. Now, here's my question for you.
Damn.
Should we forgive a company like Springfield? Because that was a long time ago.
Mm.
That was a long time ago. Like, can you forgive a company? Daniel Defense has done it twice. They've done, something sketchy kind of twice. Can we forgive them? Should we forgive them? How long?
Man, I think we should. I get it, but there's enough people coming after us already. Like I think we need to
Stop eating our own.
Yeah, I think I think we need to do the big tent thing.
I will flip it on you two guys, though, specifically, since you're here for the live stream, when a question pops up like that, this is now part of your training.
Oh.
Yeah. So
This is
answer-
stuff
He's
you
going to
got-
whip out a clipboard and start grading.
No, this is stuff you guys are gonna have to do.
Yeah.
Now, okay, Tribble raises two good points. Do you see any repentance? Has Springfield changed? I will say this: Daniel Defense, they stopped letting Marty Daniel talk, but also never forgiving Troy Industries. Yeah, that's one I can live with not forgiving for sure. That's one of the ones that you have to. That situation's slightly different.
Well, let's get back to the original question, though. Is there a point where you retire again?
Oh,
I mean, I carried that 19 forever. I would have kept carrying it if it wasn't for getting the 17.
No.
No,
I think there might be a point where
when does nostalgia kick in? And you're
Yeah.
like, I don't want anything to happen.
I know
to
it
this
sounds
anymore.
weird, but it's kind of hard to be nostalgic over a Glock.
I'm having a hard time.
Oh,
too.
like maybe if I started with like a Gen 2 19, I'd be like, maybe I need to get a Gen 5,
What about you, Kevin?
Yeah, I mean, if it works, yeah. I mean, if it's an older model gun and it's like, cool, I can get the same model gun essentially with like more bullets in it, it's like, well, why not? But at the same time, if what you have works, why spend money on a new gun? Like, put that money towards more training and shoot better.
The Practical Rifleman said, I can forgive Springfield for their pragmatic political moves. That's a good choice of words, pragmatic. I can't forgive them for making the XD. Well, they don't make it. They do not make it. They just sell it.
Yeah.
I can't forgive them for making subpar M1As. That's the real crime. Because I know it's not in vogue, but the M14's a cool rifle. Even if it wasn't a huge success militarily, it's cool.
A nostalgic.
Yeah, I'm kind of nostalgic for a gun from like 60 years from where I
they
was
import
born.
it.
Yeah, those nice American-made Croatian pistols. Yeah. I not approve of nostalgia for particular weapons. Maybe.
But I do agree with Grant. If the gun is still working, wouldn't worry about replacing it. Yeah, and Kevin said something along the same lines.
Yeah.
The XD is just rebranded HS2000 Croatian trash. Wow, the Serbians have entered the chat. The balkanization of our chat over here.
Yeah,
I know.
when it comes to replacing old guns, of course now they have the Shield Plus, which is like the same as the original Shield, but you get more bullets in it. Which is like, hey, if you want that or you're looking for one, yeah, it's a better gun. I have the original Shield, and I just try to upset people by shooting it better than they do.
Yeah, because I hate shooting.
Because it
those
still
job.
works. It still works fine. It's like it's 8 bullets that I can shoot better than your 13.
things.
Well, again, if it ain't on you,
Exactly.
it doesn't matter.
Yep.
I don't know. Tim said he had a XD. I don't know if it was the original XD or XDM or whatever. He said.
Who said that?
Tim.
Really?
He said he had one for a while and he had no issues with it. It was reliable, but
Probably
most
won't.
people's issue is it has that grip safety, and that grip safety.
Probably wasn't. Probably was one of the originals.
falls apart.
Casey said, "Got to share a mic."
Oh, sorry, guys.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, Joey tells us to use the mic, and then
I don't have to follow my rules.
Right. Rules for thee.
I'm still wearing
I
this
know,
green
look.
shirt.
you're the boss.
Let's see. Ribeye. I have the Shield Plus. I hate it. Wow, really?
Also, the Stendo mag base plate comes off when inserted vigorously. So him saying Stendo, or sorry to assume your gender there, Ribeye.
It's Mike Farrell.
I read a.
Of course.
Why's my phone blowing up? Anyway,
It's Mike.
yeah. Did you just assume my gender? I read an article the other day where Masad Ayub was defining what the Stendo is. He's like,
Oh,
in case
shit.
you didn't know what the stendo and the beam are. I'm like, my goodness. Next, he's gonna be talking about the Draco.
Episode 2.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's coming.
when I was working in a gun shop, and the first time I had a customer come in and like, y'all got any beams? I'm like, what?
I don't
I
know.
don't know
We
what
might.
that is.
I'm not sure.
And then I'd also get people coming in asking like, hey, I got a handgun. Do you have attachments for it? I'm like, it's not Call of Duty. Like,
Yeah.
what do you mean attachments? Like,
I've seen the
what do you
same
want?
thing.
It
A
should
guy,
be, though.
a guy asked for attachments for like a ZPAP, CPAP, whatever it's called, the like Zastava. Well, he came in and he said, I'm looking for attachments, and the guy behind the counter's like, what do you mean? And he said magazines and ammo.
Oh shit.
Man, like I was like, bro, this dude's playing some Warzone.
Dude.
He's his whole concept of guns comes from COD.
Yeah.
Next, he'll be asking like, how many kills does he have to get the armor piercing ammo?
Yeah, exactly. Like, when do I unlock this camo?
When do I get the gold AK?
Can't I just buy it?
Bring me the gun of Rambo.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, I keep putting you on blast, Mike. I don't know if you're trying to keep it anonymous, but
Oh shit!
I just keep
Were
throwing
we
their names
supposed
out
to do
there. No, that's on me.
that? Oh.
I did the same thing to Austin, because his name on here is like the Tacticus Kilgore, and I like said his full name, address,
Yeah, yeah.
birth date, everything.
Phone
and he-
number, social
yeah.
security. Yeah.
Yeah, Justin brings up Brandon Herrera said a Glock with a titty is referred to as a pistol with a drum mag on the tree. Yeah, you gotta get the Glock with the titty mag, and the beam. Gotta get
What's
the
the
shooter with the
beam?
beam. So I've like Masad Ayub said it's a laser.
Oh.
Like a laser
Okay, got it.
attachment. But
Alright,
I always
got it.
thought it was a flashlight. But
No,
it,
it's a
it could be
laser.
either. It could be
No,
either.
they
like-
want that red
They
dot
want
to
the laser,
scare
yeah.
everyone,
The
because
beam.
in every movie everyone's been like, oh,
Yeah.
you know.
No, I didn't know that.
Mark
I didn't
Curtis.
either. I'm glad you asked.
Dude, I
Yeah.
just
My guy.
I learned something.
Ooh, do you know what a rope is though? Someone
Oh, yeah,
asks you
yeah,
for
yeah.
a rope.
We talked about
What's
this.
a rope?
What
I
is a
have
rope?
no
Anybody
idea.
know what a rope is?
Soap on a rope.
The fuck is a rope?
And in the context of someone comes into a gun shop and asks, y'all got ropes?
Shit, no. I have no idea.
It's a sling.
Okay, all right.
Oh,
I can see that.
Okay. Is that dude? That's new. I didn't. I feel like I'm learning a new language.
Yeah.
But what about a J Deuce Deuce?
What is
No, a J Deuce. No, I have no idea.
Jennings 22.
that?
Shit.
Yeah.
Okay, dude.
The stuff you learn working in a gun
You
shop.
got me.
Yeah.
You got me.
I feel like I'm talking to my kids right now. Like, what does Riz up mean?
I'll take Riz up for 200, Alex.
D-Walt made me laugh. Masad talking on the biscuit. Yeah, dude. If Masad Ayub did a video that was like, today we're going to talk about...
Greetings. Today is the bit about the biscuit.
His video about the shoot me first vest.
Yeah, yeah.
It's great because he just keeps pulling stuff out. He pulls out like
dude.
3 sandwiches. It's great.
But the funny part is like all those people are wearing that like, every time. Like you can't get. It's like, all right, we're gonna break for lunch. Everybody puts the vest on, and they all go out to Memphis and try to pretend they're not carrying a gun. And like everyone, I was like, dude, everyone knows that you're carrying a gun.
Yeah.
I
Damn.
like it, cat ass. This chat has become low key, pretty lit, fam, no cap.
FR.
Nice.
FR,
That
FR,
it got lower. Just happened. I wasn't even aware that could happen. Yeah,
Grant Tilley said Joey said he can't do impressions. That was pretty good. Lewis said, "Do not ever let Masad Ayub know that I did an impression of him," because he was talking about the can you articulate, can you authenticate.
It's too late. It's on the internet now.
Y'all don't understand it. Masad Ayub is extremely funny. Like if you've taken a
real.
class with him, he is hilarious.
Yes.
It's like very dry wit. You got to bring a bucket of water.
Yeah, I was talking, maybe it was you guys, but I was talking to somebody about him the other day. Like, if you only know him through the videos, like, he comes across as, like, this very, like, prim, like, proper, like,
Lawyer.
to the fact, like, boom, done. Yeah, lawyer, right?
Well, yeah.
Lawyer,
and then
like-
and then you talk to him, and he's just a dude, you know?
Well, think about it. If he's serving as an expert witness on a case, they're going to try to dig up anything they can on him, and
Yeah.
everything in public facing is very professional. And it's consistent with what he teaches.
Yep.
Yeah. Did we miss anything?
Tactical fishing vest. You
Yep.
wanna cover that?
A lot of that.
I will admit, man, when I used to work personal executive protection here, like if you didn't have one of them vests, you weren't working. And I felt like now looking back, I was so stupid. And I'm like here's a security guy. I was like, well, I got this thing with all these pockets, and like you're gonna start putting stuff in them. I'm like, well, shit, what's that? You know, like I don't know, like chapstick and gloves and protection stuff. And so like, well, I would never hire you. I was like, okay, great, whatever.
All right, guys, if y'all want to learn something real quick,
Do it.
the vest, the Shoot Me First vest. Some of the first guys wearing those in Iraq were SF, and the reason they were wearing them is they were rolling low profile. Like they weren't wearing uniforms and stuff. They're driving around in cars, local cars, and they had those vests because they had all the pockets, and they'd have mags and frags, some water, radio, all the kind of stuff you need. But they left them in the floorboard, and the idea was they would bail out of the car and just loop a arm through that, like a bailout bag. But one day, they took a picture, like a group of them, like one of the ODAs took a picture, and they were all wearing the vests. And they said about a month later, every dude getting off a plane in Baghdad was wearing one of those vests.
Oh,
like
damn.
511 could not keep them in stock.
I must have missed the memo because I flew from Kabul to Baghdad. I almost had a Tim Waltz thing going on there. But anyway, I just had a black hoodie on when I landed and a Spyderco knife.
No.
Yeah.
Did you have brown pants on?
Yes, I did. I had a Spyderco knife, so I did a Trayvon Martin when I got out there. I said, "I'll kill you with a brick."
No, that's a Calvin move.
Dude, yeah. When he showed up to SHOT Show and he's like, "This is my hobo rock." I'm like, "What are you talking about?"
When we went to Tijuana, he was like buying padlocks and putting them in socks and shit.
Yeah.
And he had like a flat tip screwdriver, and he was like, I'll jab him with this and hit him with that, and blah blah blah. Then we went on the street, and there was like some Amish dudes walking around. We were like, I feel like we're probably over. I mean, if you could be overarmed, this might be one of those times.
Albert asks, "Do we still have the Century C39 V2 rifles for rent? And if so, are they doing well?" Yes and yes. Yeah.
I've used those twice in classes.
Yeah, dude.
Once in fighting rifle and once in contractor. It just keeps working.
Very rarely do we have any issues out of those.
I asked if y'all wanted it clean. You said no.
No. Gotta see how long it'll go.
Yeah.
It'll stop working if you clean it.
Yeah.
John
All right.
Krantz, 6 book. Oh, yep.
I'm having Kyle take my spot real quick.
Hell yeah.
I gotta get a top off on my water.
John Krantz says, and 6 AK bullets. Yes, once I got in. Well, that was Afghanistan. We
Yeah,
were
come on
talking
in.
about Iraq, though.
You had 7 bullets in Iraq.
In Iraq, I landed there with a Spyderco knife, and then a guy walked up to me and handed me an AK-47, which was completely full. And I think he was wearing one of those 511 vests when he handed it to me.
Oh.
And
He got the memo.
he got the memo. And but anyway, Tribble says it seems like a hot place to go in a black hoodie. Yeah, that's true. But it does get cold there. It at the time I landed, it was cold.
Yeah, I think Yeager said the coldest he ever was in his life was in Iraq.
Bro, the coldest I've ever been was Basra, Iraq. It was like if you could be on the surface of the moon and breathe. It was. I don't think I've ever been that cold, and I was like, "What is the deal?" And you know how like you get in a sleeping bag and they have like that string right there, and like you can like pull it tight or whatever. I've never used that, never ever until Basra. And then I pull that damn thing tight, and I shoved a towel in there to like keep like I just had my nose poking out of it. That's all like that was happening. And then like all the other dudes were coming to the tent, and they were like, "Hey, you know, are you guys gonna go to chow or whatever?" I'm like, "Hey, you're letting the cold air out, you know, like shut the flap, you know." And but anyway, but it's a weird place, man. I guess I don't know if you want to say that. All right, I'll shut up. You guys talk.
Nice Jack Carr shirt. Thank you.
Nice. Adam Hall.
Garrett says he still has a green 511 vest because it was 2004. Man, you want to talk about nostalgic?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
There were green ones?
man.
I didn't even know.
No
I thought
cap.
like it had to be tan, like it was always tan. I know I bought one when I had this executive protection job in Hershey, Pennsylvania. No, I know, right? And so I had that thing on. I'm like, I'm a high speed security guy, right? So I'm getting ready to do the thing, and then yep, the tan Royal Robins, and it was so silly.
Was Royal Robbins? Was that what 511 was before they were 511?
Royal Robbins was what it was before 511, and the trousers were climbing trousers. The guy, so 511 was a climbing route. On a cliff face, and like those webbing straps on the back, back here about the 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock area. Were for carabiners, and so nobody got the Royal Robbins reference, and so fast forward, I go to Baghdad, and the Sadir Hotel where we lived for a while, they had a bar downstairs, and I walked downstairs, and like all these dudes were in there, and like the 511s, everything's, you know, like the vest, the trousers, everything. And I used to call it the Royal Robbins Pub, and like no one got the reference, and I was like, I feel like I'm the old guy in the room, and which was probably true.
Tacitus Kilgore says tactical gear history lesson. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep, the tan one. Hell yeah. Yeah, it was a good time, man. Good time, good stuff. But like very hot, very hot. Yep, old guy. Yep, very old. Get it? I get it, Chester. I get it.
Have you ever met a young person named Chester? You know, no,
Like
no offense, Mr. Balls. I'm just saying.
No. It's like immediate, like you know, there's like some songs that like as soon as they come out, they go to the classical radio channels because they have that kind of sound, even though they just came out. Like they haven't been that old yet, you know. Like it's kind of like a soul, rock, country vibe thing. They go directly to classic, and so I'm like, wait a minute, it's not even a year old yet. Nobody. Nobody remembers that. All right. Just me. All right, the old guy. I get it.
Who are you? Where am I?
Dudes live in Ohio and buy tan nylon gear, bro. That blend in with. Bro, I don't know nothing.
It blends in with the clinical depression you have from living in Ohio.
Goddamn. Damn. It's funny because it's true.
Oh. Hold on. Joey Glover.
Says, who is your favorite instructor?
Your answers will influence your scores. Okay. Since I'm a talker. So I've been training here since 2018, all right? And there've been a few instructors that aren't here anymore for various reasons. I think I think Jay has been like the instructor for like 90%, or one of the instructors for like 90%. Same with Tim. The second class I ever, or no, sorry, third class I ever took was John Farnham's pistol class, and Lewis was a student. It was like right before he became an instructor. I took a class with Brian, 2 classes with Brian before he was an instructor, and I took a class with Joey as an instructor very early on. So I feel like, in a way, like I've been mentored by like Jay and Tim, but I feel like I've had this really cool, unique experience of seeing the newer instructors come up, and especially with like Brian, seeing him grow from student to instructor. It's been a really cool experience. Like there's no bad instructors here. You know, there's like the kind of people who are like who were upset if James wasn't at their class.
Yeah,
Like,
I just want to know how bad you want a certificate.
how bad? I do have empty pages in my binder where my certificates go, and there's one really good spot for it. It's real good.
Yeah, so my experience with the instructors here,
Stolen camo valor. Sorry.
I'd say so. So my experience with the instructors here, Lewis has been my instructor for most of them. Even when he wasn't leading, he was like there for most of the classes that I've done here. So a big influence there. Jay led when I did fighting pistol, which was the first class, and I actually did the pistol. Then Lewis was there the whole time. Jay led fighting pistol. Then Tim was advanced fighting pistol, and Tim is just so. We got like the funny one. We got like the cool sniper dude.
Who's that?
Who knows?
Wait, we have one of those?
And
He said cool.
yeah, and Joey's leading the instructor class, which this was like my goal to get here. So it's hard to pick a favorite, but probably John Lovell.
Oh no!
I kid.
The lead up was worth it.
I kid.
The lead up.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
How do I follow up with
I
that?
know, right?
Yeah.
It's like coming on after Skinny Elvis.
Oh, sweet mother.
Awesome.
All right, Kevin's getting a cert.
Right?
He doesn't even have to do anything else. Just sign it and send him home. Whew. Golly.
Oh shit. Mark Curtis, I'm about to start a ghillie suit. What is feature you always have? Man, if you're gonna go that route, start with the hat. The veil, as we call it. That'd be my first one.
I saw a video recently. I think it was, I can't believe, Last American Outlaw just did a video where it's more like the top half is the only part of the. I don't remember what those things were called, but
Yeah.
it seemed
the head
pretty.
and shoulder.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, man, because you gotta walk to the place to do the thing, and you gotta turn around, you gotta walk back, and then a lot of stuff you gotta like crawl, and so here's the thing, like everybody wants to do the sexy part, the Carlos Hathcock stuff, and so everyone they want to crawl 1,000 yards until they've crawled 1,000 yards, and then they, but understand you have to crawl 1,000 yards back, and so. If you think you have to do that, you better pick a better route. So you need to be concealed when you press off the shot, and because no one's looking for you until you do that. And then after that, and then everybody and their cousins looking for you now. Like they want some payback. So whatever you think that's going to be, like on your way out, like be thinking about that. But for sure, you need to, as he pointed out, you need to take care of the prototypical human silhouette, head and shoulders type thing, because everyone's looking for it.
And if you're interested in learning how to make your own, there are some videos on Liber TV of Jay making a sniper hat and other things.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Go check it out. Go search. Go on Liber TV and search sniper.
Yeah, like a couple of laundry bags.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, a laundry bag and a bunch of hemp rope and like a spool of hemp twine, and that'll get you done, bro. Let's see. Oh, what are we?
Throw something out there, guys. Just start rambling.
Garrett says the binder, gotta have it. Yeah,
Gotta have a binder.
when you take more than a couple classes, you don't have room for 'em on your wall. You got to do something to kind of keep them safe, keep them collected. You know, especially if it was ever something you wanted to use as evidence in court or anything like that. You have a pretty good example that you know what you're doing. Hopefully,
Yeah, I just started a binder.
yeah. I got the idea from Jaeger.
Really?
Go figure.
Yeah.
You just started it?
Well, all my certs have just been sitting in my safe.
Wow.
And after
Okay.
putting magazines on top of them and taking magazines out, I'm like, I should probably like protect these.
All right. Well,
A friend of mine, he took fighting pistol last September, and he flew home to Florida, and his shampoo bottle burst, and his bag was coated, and it absolutely just ruined the cert. And he texted me, he's like, man, he felt bad, and I was like, just send Heather an email, it'll be okay. And he messaged me back a couple days. He's like, yeah, it's gonna be fine. I'm like, yeah, I know, I know.
it's not like she's gonna Don Shipley you or nothing.
Yeah. Sorry, you don't deserve it anymore.
Come back and retake the class if you want to cert.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, that's a good thing to have. If I had a wall, I'd have an I love me wall, but I don't have one of those yet.
That's some primo card stock. You need to be careful with that. Yeah, I've
Yeah.
actually been thinking about that. When I start, actually teaching classes in earnest, if I'm giving certs, I want them to be nice. I don't want it to just be a piece of printer paper that says you did it.
So
A
are
gold
you?
star.
So question for you, instructor guys: are you going to give out certs?
I think
Yes,
it's important.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do carry permit classes in my state that requires it. So yeah, I did my best to come up with a nice
Are you going to have
professional certificate.
Are you going to have a cert for anything that you do other than carry permit stuff?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like someone comes to the range for like a basic range handgun safety course. I get a ton of people that have never shot before, so I'm like, here's a certificate that outlines you did it safely.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Garrett said it's called the I Love Me binder.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's what it's called. That's what I thought it was called, like the I Love Me book. You know, the one where you have all your, like, here's a picture of me, me, and hey, look, me again. Oh shit, look at that.
I have photos in my wallet. It's all just me.
See, and I thought you were selfless after that speech you gave today.
No, it's all lies.
He was like he was giving his priorities, and he's like the wife, the kids, other people. I'm like, wow, he's so selfless. He didn't even list himself. Wow,
Hey,
that's crazy.
Make sure you say that again clearly, because I told my wife to watch. Let her know that I put her. I circled her. I was like,
Fellas,
she is number one.
All right, let's poll the chat, fellas.
Yeah.
Fellas, is it gay to love your wife? Like, is it gay?
That's so weird. Why would you do that?
Yep.
The one you pledged your life to.
Well,
for
think
the
about
rest
it.
of the
Think
time.
about
Why
it.
would
You sleep with a woman who like wants to talk about feelings and
Yeah.
emotion. That's gay. And there we go. We're shut down, demonetized.
So great, good job. No, yeah, man, that's the I Love Me book.
Josh DeWalt says, "My cert is pain and learning." Okay, yeah, yeah, but I mean, I'm gonna at least need a video of the pain. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I need something to take home.
I'm gonna Don Shipley that guy, Josh. I'm gonna Don Shipley that kid.
Garrett says that he likes the certs. It's a reminder of the classes. At some point, it's hard to remember it all.
You know what's funny? I thought about it and I was like all the dudes that well, I won't say all of them, but like everybody remembers some point in there where there was like a grave extreme, like we like got rained on and it was like super cold, and like this sand got into something, and blah blah blah, and this or that didn't work, or we had to like sleep out overnight or whatever, and it was like always a hardship type thing, and I found that to be interesting. Like that's the seems to be like the cement that like everyone remembers that, and then nobody remembers anything that happened before that or after that, and like contractor dudes, like they're like, you know, like everything was great, you know, it was like the weather was awesome, and then like overnight, like bam, it came in raining and it was like 20 degrees, and then we woke up, we had to do the thing, and then we got up the next day and did all the stuff and blah blah blah, and like nobody remembers all the days leading up to that. And so I find that interesting, particularly with dudes. It's always some type of hardship that like kind of like molds them, like melts them together in a weird sort of way.
Adam Hall said Mass IU made a good reason for having a cert. Yeah, he goes into that in his Mag 20 lecture class. You want to take those certs, put them in a like folder, or like maybe at least photocopy them, put them all in a folder, seal that joker, certified mail it to yourself, and keep it sealed. Mm-hmm. Then because it's mailed through USPS, government agency, it's certified mail. It's pretty much like obvious you didn't tamper with it. So they open that joker in court. It's great evidence in your favor. It's
Well,
only gay to love your wife if you tell
That's
people
one
about
way.
it.
I guess.
Right?
Okay.
That's only one way to look at it. I
Yeah,
guess.
I just said she was my number one priority. I wasn't being gay about it.
Garrett Masson, SUTJ, driving the truck away after carrying Alpha 10 through the field with the team. Now we had to hump more ground. See, or that too.
Alpha 10's the worst, guys. He's
Dude,
a terrible teammate.
Bro, a bazillion years ago, when I did it, and Frank was the Omega team leader, if you can imagine all that. And but anyway, so moving forward, so we break contact, and there was like this little bitty like Renault or something like that we had on the field, and you could flip it over. So it was like flipped over on the side, and there was like a dude in there, and like we had to like pull that guy out the back window, and like finally got him out, and just so there was two dudes, and they like, so there was like a real slender dude like him, and there was like a chunky dude like nobody here, and so anyway, like so way up on the hill, like where the metal targets are, where you guys shoot like 400 yards, there were a couple of cars up there that still ran, and he was like, bro, there's cars up there that run. So they bounded all the way up there, dog. And they did, and they got one of those cars and they drove it down, and like by then we had that dude out, and we were like moving. So if you can imagine, like we were moving back with the guy, and they're driving in, and we throw the dude in the car, and the skinny dude jumps in the driver's seat and drives off with him, and and the chunky dude, like, now we're still bounding. And he was like, you he was like, you bastard, I was supposed to be behind the wheel of that thing. But anyway, they told me later, they were like, they were bounding, and like he was a younger guy, and he was like very excited. He was like, come on, dog, we're gonna save everybody, and like blah blah blah. He's like, he's hurt. And so they're bounding, and the guy looks at him, he was like, listen, I'm fat. And he was like, oh, okay, I get it, I'm sorry. And he was like, look, get, like, I'm fat, like, get that through your head.
All right.
I think he's in that picture out in the hallway.
Probably is.
Hmm.
Guys, it's 8 o'clock. Close it out for him. Give him some closing thoughts.
Do it.
Instructors.
And go.
No
Stay
cert
dangerous.
Dylan. Kevin's already got cert. Kyle, now. We're counting on you.
Oh man.
Bring it home.
Closing thoughts. Get out there and train. Practice. Be who you want to be, but be protectors.
Boom.
This is the way.
Get out there and train, and get in here and train.
Yeah, get here.
There you go.
Yep.
Get somewhere.
And then what's the same thing we say?
This is the
This
way.
is the way.
This is the way. That's how Shelton's gonna know to press those